بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد, we've reached Athar number 82. It states: حدثنا أبو خيثمة قال حدثنا جرير عن سهيل عن أبيه عن أبي هريرة أنه قال: كان يقول: أدنوا يا بني فروخ، فلو كان العلم معلقا بالثريا لكان فيكم من يتناوله. Narrated from Abu Khaythama, from Jarir, from Zuhayr, from his father, from Abu Hurairah, who used to say, Adnu ya bani Farrukh. He would say, "O non-Arabs, O people who don't come from Arabian ancestry, Arabian culture, Arabian language is not your mother tongue, come close, come close. فَلَوْ كَانَ الْعِلْمُ مُعَلَّقًا بِالثُّرَيَّا." And that's because if knowledge was suspended, or if it hung down from Thuraya, which could mean a constellation, a body of stars, or it could mean an actual chandelier, a Thuraya. If knowledge was suspended from this thing, this dazzling, brilliant thing, then there would be people who came before you who would grab it and who would take it. This athar here, like many of the athar, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, the meaning from it is the encouragement to seek knowledge, and for a person not to be downcast, a person not to be dejected, depressed, sad, and blue, for a person not to think or feel that he or she is inferior, a person to think that I'm handicapped and I'm at a disadvantage. I'm at a disadvantage when it comes to ilm and seeking ilm because I don't speak Arabic, because I'm not from Palestine or Egypt or Kuwait or Yemen or any other country, whatever the case may be, because I'm black, because I'm a revert to Islam. I used to be a Christian. I have a girlfriend. I used to drink and smoke, have tattoos. Okay, I lived in Jahiliyyah. I accepted Islam in prison. Alright, I come from the lineage of manumitted slaves. Whatever the case may be, the inferiority complex that many people have, or because I'm Caucasian, I'm white, I'm a revert to Islam, and white Muslims that are upon the Sunnah, that are seeking the way of Hadith and the correct Aqidah, in most cases are minorities. People look down upon white Muslims. They don't trust white Muslims. White Muslims, you see a white brother walking the masjid, you think he's a spy, he's working for the FBI, he's a munafiq, so on and so forth. These stereotypes that many Muslims have about white Muslims, unfortunately, is a reality. So therefore, I can't seek knowledge. Or the opposite. Shaitan may trick someone in the opposite direction. Because I'm a white Muslim, I don't have to study hard. Because Arab people love white people. They bow down to white people. They cherish and they marvel at white people. So therefore, I don't have to work as hard because I'm white. I have an advantage. So therefore, my work ethic, my study program doesn't have to be as rigorous. There's so many different ways that the shaitan can trick you. Coming from the United States, Canada, UK, Australia, being white, being black, or I'm a Hispanic, or Latino, or a Chicano. I come from a Mexican background, or my family came from El Salvador. So therefore, I can't learn Arabic. My R's are always going to be rolled. I'm always going to have an accent. People are always going to look down upon me because I'm Mexican. They're always going to make fun of me. They're always going to make jokes about me. They're always going to say this about me and say so on and so forth. They're not going to take me serious. Whatever the issue is. Or a person is a second generation from Arabic culture, Arabian ancestry, so therefore I don't have to study as well because I'm an Arab. I know it better than you. My forefathers were Muslims. How can you tell me the Sunnah? Okay? Or whatever the reason is. And we all know the reality of racial diversity and ethnic diversity in many masjids. There are the brothers and the sisters from Pakistan, Bangladesh. We have brothers and sisters that are black American reverts, brothers and sisters that are white American reverts, brothers and sisters that come from this background, West Africa, Mali, Gambia, and the list goes on. A mixture. So therefore, don't let shaitan trick you thinking that you don't have a chance and that you can't make it and you can't be nothing bi'idhnillahi ta'ala because of your blood and where you come from. And Allah surely knows best. Athar number 83. It says, حدثنا أبو خيثمة قال حدثنا جرير عن سهيل قال كان أبو هريرة إذا نظر إلى أبي صالح قال ما كان على هذا أن يكون من بني عبد مناف. Reported from Abu Khaythama, from Jarir, from Zuhayr, similar isnad of the previous athar, that Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu, he would look at Abu Salih. He would look at Abu Salih and he would say, it wouldn't be no problem or no issue if Suhail or if Abu Salih, Zayat as-Samman, the famous disciple and narrator, if he was from Bani Abdi Manaf, meaning if he was of high lineage, if he was related to the Prophet ﷺ, if he shared ancestral blood and background of the Messenger of Allah ﷺ, meaning what he was doing, the knowledge that he had, the status that he had, even if he wasn't noble, if his lineage was low, his actions, his ilm, his hunger, his thirst, his diligence for ilm bumped him up and made him on a higher level and higher pedestal of ancestry and genealogy. Athar 84 says, حدثنا أبو خيثمة قال حدثنا يحيى بن يمان عن الأعمش عن أبي صالح قال ما كنت أتمنى من الدنيا إلا ثوبين أبيضين أجالس فيهما أبا هريرة. Abu Khaythama narrates from Yahya ibn Yaman, from A'mash, from Abu Salih. He says that the only thing that I wanted from the dunya, the only thing that I dreamed for and dreamed of the dunya was 2 white garments, 2 white pieces of clothing, 2 white thobes, and which I could wear to sit with Abu Hurairah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Look how beautiful this athar is. That's all I wanted from the dunya, was for me to be a disciple, a pupil, a student, a learner, a seeker of ilm at the feet of this great scholar of Islam, Abu Hurairah. And I want to look nice. I want to look clean. I want to be respected. Or I want to be in a respectable presentation and form for my sheikh and for my teacher. It's a tremendous athar. And we learn many things from it. From that which we learn is the seeker of ilm is supposed to have aspirations for the hereafter and not for this dunya. And he is supposed to have aspirations that pertain to his passion and his chosen art. And that's ilm. And also the recommendation of wearing white garments for the seeker of knowledge. And alhamdulillah, we have explained that in many different classes and mentioned it in 40 hadith on seeking knowledge. Moving forward. حدثنا أبو خيثمة قال حدثنا جرير قال قابوس عن أبيه عن ابن عباس في قوله كونوا قوامين بالقسط شهداء إلى قوله فإن الله كان بما تعملون خبيرا. قال الرجلان يقعدان عند القاضي فيكون لي القاضي وإعراضه إلى أحد الرجلين على الآخر. Abu Khaythama narrated from Jarir, from Qabus, from his father, from Ibn Abbas, in the tafsir of the statement of Allah, the Mighty and the Most High in Surah An-Nisa. Allah says, كُونُوا قَوَامِينَ بِالْقِسْطِ شُهَدَاء. Be just and equitable people. Be witnesses for the truth. Be witnesses for the truth. Don't be treacherous. Don't take bribes. Don't sway and turn and lean towards a person for race or age or sex or status. Be a true judge, a true witness, testifying, prosecuting, defending, etc. Qawwamina. Then Allah Azza wa Jal, at the end of these ayats, this discussion, this ayah here, Allah says, and indeed Allah is khabir. He's all aware of that which you do. You do the right thing, you sway, you turn, you cheat, etc. Ibn Abbas, he's quoted to have said that this ayah, it means there are 2 men and they stand or they sit down in front of the judge, meaning they're in court, the Islamic court, the Qadi. And the Qadi, he turns towards one of the 2. He is inclined towards one of the 2. He likes this one better. One is white and one is black, so I'll take the side of the white person. One is Arab and one is African, So I'll take the side of the Arab over the African. One is a man, one is a woman, etc. etc. A person being unjust, being biased, being partial to a person or a side without no reason. And obviously that's haram, and obviously that's a threat. There's a threat in that. So this goes to show us is that a student of knowledge who continues to study, it's a very big possibility that one day he'll become an alim. And when he becomes an alim, it's also a big possibility that he will be a qadi. And if he's a qadi, he has to fear Allah and never to take sides because of appearances. He cannot take sides because of what he thinks or feels. He only takes the side and gives the ruling of haqq, of justice, of truth. Blind justice, a blindfold. Man, woman, child, doesn't matter. Proof, evidence, facts, science, math. That's the only thing that is determined or is used in my court. Period. Think how many people, judges, lawyers, prosecutors, lie, take bribes, ignore the evidence. We talk about the United States of America, our country. How many people were hanged? How many people lost their lives? They were lynched, burnt at a stake, without proof and without evidence. Whether we talk about the Salem witch hunt, which was totally ludicrous, and that if she was a witch, or if she wasn't a witch, what would happen to the witch when they put her on a stake and burnt her alive? What if she wasn't a witch? Can you take back the fire and the burning? They say no. Or if she's a witch, she won't drown. No proof, no evidence, just terror, panic, fear, anxiety, and they start killing and lynching women, burning women, drowning women. Insanity. We talk about slavery. We talk about the emancipation of slaves, the Civil War, the Jim Crow laws, the social injustice. And there were hundreds and thousands of black people that were lynched, lost their lives, just because a white woman came crying and said, he raped me. Proof, evidence, non-existent. Clear proof, evidence against her claim. She's lying. It's a scandal. She's mad. She's upset. It was consensual intercourse between the two, and then she decided to claim rape because her husband found out, her lover found out, the lover was jealous, whatever the case was. He raped a white woman. Lynch him. Hang him. Even though all the proof isn't there, even though the judge knows that it's insufficient evidence, even though he knows that the woman is lying and her story has 10 holes inside of it. She's white, he's black, he must be hanged. Bottom line, burn him alive. And the list goes on of injustice, dhulm of the qadi, dhulm of the witnesses. A witness that the qadi knows is lying, knows was bribed. He knows that this witness is scum, low scum of the earth. He knows the person's background, his father, his mother. He knows that they're low-based people, and he takes the person's testimony because of a color or race or age or some type of religious indoctrination, and the list goes on. Dhulm. And it's all why the Prophet ﷺ says, Al-Qudatu Thalatha. He says that the judges are of 3 types. فَقَاضِيَانِ فِي النَّارِ وَقَاضٍ فِي الْجَنَّةِ. 2 of them will be in hell, and 1 will go to paradise. So it's very dangerous being a qadi. And we know that many of the Salaf, they would run from being a qadi. They were afraid, they were scared, they were terrified of being a qadi. But someone has to do it. Moving forward. Next athar. أثر number 86. حدثنا أبو خيثمة قال حدثنا جرير عن قابوس عن ابن عباس أنه قال موسى حين كلم ربه ربي أي عبادك أحب إليك قال أكثرهم لي ذكرا قال ربي أي عبادك أحكم قال الذي يقضي على نفسه كما يقضي على الناس قال رب أي عبادك أغنى قال الراضي بما أعطيته. الله أكبر. Abu Khaythama narrates from Jarir, from Qabus, from Ibn Abbas, that Musa alayhi salatu wasalam said when he spoke to his Lord, when Musa spoke to Allah and Allah spoke to Musa, Musa said, "O Allah, Rabbi, my Lord, which of your servants are most beloved to you?" Allah said in response, "Those who remember me the most." Then he says, "O Allah, which of your servants are most wise? Which of your servants are the wisest of judges, the best of judges, the most thorough in judgment?" He says, "Those who judge and make rulings upon the people as if they would judge, or in the manner in which they would judge and make rulings upon themselves. They deal with the people, they deal with themselves, how they deal with the people. Guilty, innocent, whatever the case may be. And then he said, "O Allah, which of your servants are the most wealthy? Which of your servants have the most wealth?" He said, "Those who are pleased with what I have given them." Allahu Akbar. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful athar. Is it authentic chain of narration reaching back to Musa alayhi salam? Not necessarily, but it's beautiful meaning. And Allah surely knows best. Definitely food for thought. Next athar, he says, حدثنا أبو خيثمة قال حدثنا ابن عيينة عن إبراهيم بن ميسرة عن طاووس أنه قال كان ابن عباس يسأل أو يسأل عن الشيء فيقول إن هذا لفي الزبر الأولى. Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, the narration is from Abu Khaythama, from Ibn Uyayna, from Ibrahim ibn Maysara, from Tawus, who reported that sometimes Ibn Abbas was asked about a thing. He was asked about a question, a fatwa, a ruling, etc., an interpretation. And he would say, this is in the early Zabur. What some people say on Psalms, etc. This is in the early scriptures. The point of this athar is to show the permissibility of mentioning certain narrations from Bani Israel. Hadithu an Bani Israel wala haraj. And of course, the permissibility of this has dawabit. There are regulations to it. Believe in them, not believe in them. Something which is clearly disavowed and rejected in our Sharia. Something which is acknowledged in our Sharia, etc. We've explained that before as well. When can you quote from Bani Israel? We've explained that in detail in other lectures. What's important is, it goes to show is that sometimes a person can quote from a source other than the Quran and the Sunnah. That's not his dependence and his reliance. But mentioning, quoting, and passing on the wisdom from other sources is not necessarily a haram thing. Next athar. أثر number 88. حدثنا أبو خيثمة قال حدثنا حفص بن غياث قال حدثنا عاصم عن أبي عثمان أنه قال قلت له إنك تحدثنا بالحديث فربما حدثتناه كذلك وربما نقصت قال عليكم بالسماع الأول. Number 88, Abu Khaythama narrates from Hafs bin Ghiyath, from Asim, from Abi Uthman, who said, قال قلت له, that Asim asked Abu Uthman, from the Tabi'een here, he asked him from the Salaf, he says that you give us a hadith, and maybe it's a hadith that you quoted previously before, and it's accurate 100%, or maybe you take from it, or you quote it, meaning verbatim, word for word, etc. He said to them, عليكم بالسماع الأول, stick to the first thing that I told you. The first time that I narrated a hadith to you, stay with that. The first time that you got it from me, that's the version that you want to keep. That's the version that you want to keep. And this proves, and we benefit from this in our culture of hadith, is that a sheikh of hadith, his sharpness and his veracity or his voraciousness, it varies with regards to age, stress, a person being busy, a person being sick, a person's mind being preoccupied, etc. So the sharpest hifd is going to be the first time that you get it. The first time is going to be the best. It's going to be the freshest hifd. Alright, the organic hifd that the sheikh gives you and he tells you. So this teaches us and it shows us is to learn from the teacher and pay close attention. And as a wise man once said, there are no second first impressions. There's no such thing as a second first impression. So what's important is that a sheikh may tell you the same thing. He may give you the same class. He may give you the same hadith 3-4 times. He said, take the first time, and which in most cases is the sharpest. And of course, we know that the second time could be just as sharp, just as accurate, or maybe even better. It depends and it varies. Wallahu alam. Athar number 89. حدثنا أبو خيثمة قال حدثنا عبد الله بن إدريس قال حدثنا الليث عن عدي بن عدي عن الصنابحي عن معاذ أنه قال لا تزول قدم ابن آدم يوم القيامة حتى يسأل عن 4: عمره فيما أفناه، وعن جسده فيما أبلاه، وعن ماله من أين اكتسبه، وعن علمه ما عمل فيه. It's narrated by Abu Khaythama from Abdullah ibn Idris, from Layth, from Adi ibn Adiyin, from As-Sunabihi, who narrated from Mu'adh ibn Jabal. He said, on the day of judgment, the servant will stand, and his standing will not be done away with. He won't be taken to rest or a break. He'll stand up. He'll be questioned, and he'll continue to be questioned until he answers these four things. Number one, he'll be asked about his life. How did he spend it? Fima afnahu. What did you do with your life? 60 years old. What did you do? 70, 80, 90. What did you do? You wasted it, laughing, joking, sports, politics, this, that. What did you do with your life? You wasted your youth. For 30 years, you didn't wear hijab. You wanted to cover up when you became 40, 35. After you get married, have children, make hajj. You wasted all of those years of your shabab, your youthful years, mutabarrija. You wasted it. You put on a hijab when you got wrinkles. You put on a hijab when your body and your figure wasn't how you wanted it to be. Then you start covering up. You put on a hijab when your hair wasn't as nice and it started falling out. You wasted your year. You wasted your life. Alhamdulillah, it's better. Never is better than nothing. Something's better than nothing. Better late than never, but you get the point. So he'll be asked about his life, his umr, how he spent it. And he'll be asked about his body. Fima ablah. What did you do to your body? You wasted your body getting tattoos. Tatted up. My face, my neck, my fingers, my knuckles. Tattoos all over my body. Wasted your body. Smoking weed, drinking alcohol, smoking drugs, shooting some poison into your vein. You waste your body on the internet, on social media. You wasted your body playing sports. This is broken. This is fractured. This is loose. This is missing. Beat up. Punch drunk. You wasted your body in the streets. This bullet is lodged in this part, and this bone, and this joint. This bullet is in your skull. You can't use the bathroom. You can't stand up. You can't use this leg. You wasted your body. You wasted your body. Sleeping around with men, being a whore. Wasted your body. It's gone. And anything else that a person does in which they destroy their body, waliyadu billah. Or, if it's not crime, or these lustful things of drugs and alcohol, etc., you wasted your body studying something that didn't help your soul, didn't benefit the people. You went to school all of those years. You had a profession that was of no use to you, to your family, to your community. There's 1,000 other people who have the same profession. You wasted your body. It says, وَعَنْ مَالِهِ مِنْ أَيْنَ اكْتَسَبَهُ. And about your money. Where'd you get your money from? How'd you earn your money? Through pork? Alcohol? Stocks and bonds? Impermissible investments? And pornography? Invested in haram things? You earned your money from stealing people's money? Robbing people? Usurping people's land and property? Third world countries? And the list goes on. What did you do with your wealth? How did you get the money? How did you earn the money? وَعَنْ عِلْمِهِ مَا عَمِلْ أو مَا عَمِلَ فِيهِ. And he'll be asked about his knowledge. What did you do with the ilm that you learned? Did you act upon it? Did you implement it? Or did you just amass wealth and allow it to go to waste? وَلَا حَوْلَ وَلَا قُوَّةَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. طيب, moving forward. حدثنا أبو خيثمة قال حدثنا الفضل بن دكين قال أو أخبرنا سفيان عن يحيى ابن سعيد قال سمعت القاسم بن محمد قال لأن يعيش الرجل جاهلا خير له من أن يفتي بما لا يعلم. Abu Khaythama narrates from Fadl ibn Dukayn from from Sufyan, from Yahya ibn Sa'id, who said, I heard Al-Qasim ibn Muhammad saying, from the Salaf and the Tabi'een, Fuqaha, the major Fuqaha of Medina, he says, for a man to be ignorant and remain ignorant, it's better for him to give fatwas about that which he doesn't know. For a man to be a 9-to-5 Muslim and not know much, is better to stick his head in his neck in affairs in which he isn't good at. Alhamdulillah, we've explained this before. The danger of fatwa without ilm, the danger about speaking about Allah without no ilm, etc. And that just goes to show you how dangerous it is. The Salaf, they hated jahl. All of them were against jahl. But they said it's better to be jahil than to be someone who's a mufti upon ignorance. May Allah Azza wa Jalla protect us from this. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.